Welcome 1030 students. Okay, so you guys, this is the lesson for modeling with linear equations. So goal, we want to build a linear model using a point and a slope, and then use 2 points to build a linear model. So we talked about some of the stuff last time. So methods of specifying equations, we can write the equation in standard form and information provided. So if it's in standard form, you'll see something like 3x plus 2y is equal to 6. So then, the next thing, you can state the x and y intercepts of the graph of this equation. So in order to do that, to find my x-intercept, I know my y value is a 0. So then I'm going to have this 3x is equal to 6 because that goes away, so I'll get a value of 2. So that is my x-intercept. And then to get my y-intercept, I need to get my x values to a 0. So that's going to knock out, so I get 2y is equal to a 6, which gives me a value of 3. So that one is my y-intercept. Okay. So then I can specify the slope and the y-intercept of the graph in an equation. So I need to find slope. This is an easy way to do this. Well, how do I go from 2 to 0? I minus 2. How do I go from 0 to 3? I add 3. Remember, slope is the change in y over the change in x. The change in my y is a 3. The change in my x is a negative 2. So my slope is then equal to a negative 3 over 2. So then I can come to the equation and write it y is equal to a negative 3 over 2 x, and then I need to add what my y-intercept value is, which was a 3 value. So now we have two problems that are doing this. So over on the one, find a linear equation of the line with the slope of 3, and it passes through the point 4, 5. So if I'm plugging stuff in, y is equal to mx plus b. The important things here, it gives me a slope, and it gives me that. So then I know for my equation that y is equal to 3x plus b. I don't know what b is, but I know this. If I plug in this 4, 5, when I plug in an x, my y value is a 5. Right? When I plug in x for 4, my y value is a 5. So I'm going to plug that into the equation. So y is 5 is equal to 3, x is 4, plus b. 3 times 4 is 12, plus b is equal to 5. So I know this 12 plus b is equal to 5. B is equal to a negative 7. So my slope-intercept equation then is y is equal to 3x minus 7. Over here on example 2, find an equation of the line that passes through the point 4, 2 and 8, 5. So I need to find my slope. And you remember my slope is a rate of change. So I can set it up as 4. I'm going to set myself up in a table. 4, 2 and then 8, 5. Well, what's the change between 4 and 8? Well, I have to add 4. What's the change between 2 and 5? Well, I add 3. So my rate of change is equal to the change in y over the change in x, which is 3, which is my change in y, and my change in my x is 4. Another way you could have done it, you could have done 5 minus 2 and then done 8 minus 4. You'll still get 3 over 4 as your slope. So in my equation, I know 3 over 4 x plus b, that's my original thing. I want to then go find my b value, so I need to use one of these 2 points, 4, 2 or 8, 5. I'm going to plug in 4, 2. So then I get 3 over 4 times 4 plus b, because I just did my x values first, is equal to a 2 value. When I do this algebra, the 4's cancel out, so I get 2 is equal to 3 plus b. I can minus the 3 from both sides, so I'm going to get b is equal to a negative 1. So when I go to write that linear equation, y is equal to 3 over 4x minus 1.